when you were looking into sales, why did Qlik become the right fit? Why did you think like this? I could land here. I could be happy here for a while. This I would love to sell this product. Kind of what brought that about in your mind?
Yeah, so one of the someone from my previous employer actually had also went over to Qlik. So I had found some positions online and I called her and asked about the company and she had great things to say. Um and so at that point it was really up to just like, oh my God, are they really going to take a chance on me? I don't have the experience that a lot of other people have and what you guys were asking for. So I had to kind of make sure I positioned that I don't have the experience, but I'm really hardworking and willing to learn. I'll make sure I like roll my sleeves up and actually try to like take in as much information as I can. So the other piece that was really appealing to me is when I started doing interviews, it was kind of right when um, COVID was still going on, but I was able to actually meet people in person and the leadership, they were awesome. I actually interviewed with you, so this is not my first interview with Kurt, but I was really drawn to the willingness to give me a chance at something that I knew I could do. I just needed to be given like the opportunity to do so. So you and Sherry, like she took a chance and we built a really good relationship that we still have now, which is awesome. And Chris Stoddard too was someone who interviewed me. He's like, listen, we got through the interviews. Like you can do this if you want to, and you can put your mind to it. But sales is really like it's up to you. Like you're driving your own business and you have to motivate yourself. So it was really just the question of like, can you do this and do you really want to do this? So I feel like they were very open-minded and it wasn't like, well, you don't have these 2 years of, selling uh like full sales cycle. So that appealed to me because I'm like, okay, this company's willing to take chances, then I think anyone who's willing to do that, you're opening the door to opportunities that you wouldn't have come across before. So
Yeah, and I'll say as a note to if this, as a note to anybody watching this, there was that we were taking a chance on Liz, and we talked about that internally. And one of the things we did was like, hey, here's this presentation we'd like you to do and learn and present. And we gave her no information because it was kind of like, how bad does she want this? Is she going to dig in? And she reached out and said, Kurt, do you have any suggestions? And immediately I was like, well, she just went up on my book because she's asking. Like, if you have a sales rep who's going to come in, doesn't know anything, and is scared to ask questions, it's going to be a really hard push for you to learn things. But you were like, I really want this job. Give me some pointers on how to kind of do this presentation, things that I should think about and know. And you just ran with this presentation. It was like, she really does want it. And that's the key. Like, if you want a job, don't just assume they're going to give it to you. Want it. What can I do to show you I want this? Is there a presentation that I can try? Is there something as a sales pitch that I can make to you while always pitching yourself in the interview is key. And again, to anybody watching, Liz did that to make sure that we knew she was going to step up and she was going to do everything she could to prove that she was going to do this job, and she crushed it. And here we sit 2 years later.